Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody is having a wonderful day thus far. And I wanted to jump on and, first of all, thank everybody for overnight messages that came in. Absolutely warmed my heart. I was happy and a little disturbed. Disturbed because so many people are in need. So many people are finding themselves in a position to need additional income, and finding a way to earn extra income without actually going home, feeding the kids, getting things ready for the next day, then leaving again to go clock in somewhere else. I want to dispel that myth that that is what you must do in order to earn extra income. That is not so. You most certainly do not have to leave the comfort of your own home in order to generate additional income. And what I'm going to share with you today is what I've been sharing for months. Now, we have focused solely on pretty much creating your own digital products. And I have shared with you that I created digital products and I actually started uploading my digital products to my free store, a store that does not charge me a dime. So it's not Etsy or the other platforms where you have to pay a fee in order to list your items. I don't even know about that, but I do remember somebody sharing that with Etsy, you pay a fee to list your items. And I know that there are other platforms, but for me, I don't invest in anything until I see a return. That's just who I am. I'm very meticulous with where I spend my money. So I do not put in additional investments until I start seeing this can work for me. This will work for me. So I've not tried to go to any other platform other than Gumroad first and foremost because I've not published or not published. I've not promoted any of my digital products. That's just something that I've not taken the time to do because I've solely been focusing on building my business and digital products. Quite honestly, that's secondary for me. But there is one that I've created that truly everything that I have created, I put my heart in. I put careful thought into. But the one thing that I have created that just a ton of myself has gone into is my caregiver package. And the reason I put so much into that, and I do charge for it, but some people I have been gifting them that package because they have walked into a space that just like me and my family, they walked into a space that they were completely unfamiliar with, walked into that space not knowing they were getting ready to enter into it. And for most caregivers, that's what happens. So that is a package that I am extremely fond of, that is really, really, really near and dear to my heart because I have been a caregiver for four of my family members, and beginning with my grandfather, then my grandmother, then my mother, and now my stepfather. So being in that space totally unexpected, even though we know our parents and our grandparents and our family members will age, and we know that they will not be what they've always been. And we know that there is a time that we will likely have to provide some level of care. But my people were dead set or not against going into a facility to be cared for, and we made sure we did whatever we could to accommodate them because we didn't have the fear of anything happening to them at home. So just knowing how to navigate that brand new space of being a caregiver is something that, like I said, is so near and dear to my heart. And I want to be a resource for anyone I can so that they can care for their loved ones as best they can. That is why I created that package. But getting back to creating digital products. So, earning extra income, income that you totally control, income that is not tied to a boss or a job. That is how you can do that. Getting into this digital space, getting into digital marketing and creating digital products can take you to a level that you did not know, possibly, like I did not know even existed. I had no earthly idea that this was a possibility, and I am so grateful to my cousin for introducing me to this opportunity because I was looking at supplementing my income. That is one thing I've been focused on for the last 4 years, supplementing my income for the time that I retire. I retire in 2.5 years. And I knew as a retiree, I would not generate the same amount of income that I do being gainfully employed. So yeah, for the past 4 years, I'm like, what am I going to do? And I decided to go back to school. I did not want to do that, but I decided to go back to get my master's. So the only way I was thinking I could gain additional income is to go into a field that I've never been in, but I was going to spend 18 months building that knowledge and then 3,000 additional hours building my experience in that area. And that was so much to just actually get in my head and try to get in my heart. I was never there. So when I was introduced to this opportunity about 6 months after I started completing my application, getting my letters of recommendation, and getting everything in order to apply for graduate school, this opportunity was dropped into my lap, and I am so eternally grateful that it was. So that is what I've been sharing with you, how you're able to create digital products from your experience, your skill, and your knowledge. Create those products from what you already know. You don't have to go and get another degree. You don't have to go and get additional training. You just use what you already use. Go ahead and do that and create a digital product, because you only need to know just a little bit more than someone out there seeking a solution. So, seeking a solution to whatever their issue is, if they're trying to learn how to budget and budget well and keep track of everything meticulously, if they are looking to track all of their spending, if they're looking to keep um, track of, let's just say, subscriptions that they forgot they had, and that's money coming out of their house each and every month. If they're looking to track just a little bit better and get on a better playing field of holding on to their money so that they can spend it better, if they're looking to do that, if you are great at budgeting, if you are great at managing money in your household, if you have a planner, and it pretty much dictates how you move throughout your financial life. You can create those things as a digital product. And the beauty of it is you don't have to get on here and start promoting it. Well, yes, you do. You let people know that you have these digital products, because that is advertising for your item. And the great thing about that, wherever you're located right now, it's not just people in that area who will purchase your product. Once you create a digital product, you upload it to your free store, which again is Gumroad for me. You upload it to your free store. You start promoting your items on social media on all free platforms. You promote your items, and then your items are able to be seen by people worldwide, because your business is not relegated to your city, your town, your state, or your country. You now have worldwide customers, because you have a worldwide audience. That's the great thing about a digital product. You upload it, people download it when they purchase it. It is just that easy and that simple. And I've told you, I've not checked my store to see how much I made, because I really don't rely on that money at all. I love it when I get a sale in, because I'm like, somebody is receiving something that I created from my experience, my skill, or my knowledge. They are getting something that they need from that, and that is going to help them navigate whatever space they're now in. So I do get extremely excited when I see a sale coming in, because I know I'm helping somebody. But one thing that I did track was what I made over a weekend. Excuse me. And in a 48-hour period, I made $574. These are on products I created one time. I've never gone in again to update them, to try to sweeten them up a little bit. I created them one time, I uploaded them, and I put a link in order to purchase them. That's it. That's all I did. So over a weekend, I got my little notification about how much I made in a 48-hour period. And that was $574. And y'all, I'm sorry, I have somebody calling me. But that was $574 that I made over a weekend over products I had already created, products I uploaded, and people purchased them worldwide because they were useful items. So, what I'm telling you, you can do the exact same thing. You make money hand over fist. That was $548 over products that I have been uploading ever since last October. Now, I do know the products they purchased. Some of them were very old products. Some of them were the newer products. Some of them were ebooks that I created, and that those were done probably in January, February, in that period. So, $574 over a 48-hour period, which is great money. Like I said, created it, uploaded it, and let it do what it do. That is generating money that I control. I have sole control over that. I didn't have to clock in. I didn't have to show up. I didn't have to get in my car and drive to my office in order to generate those dollars. That money came in while I was doing whatever I was doing over a 48-hour period, over a weekend. I'm sure I was probably watching YouTube, watching Lifetime, watching college football, and there's no telling what I was doing over that weekend. But the point is, I was doing whatever it is I wanted to do while I was able to generate income. So that literally is passive income and income I control. Now, what I want to show you, if you are in a space of needing to make more, because like I said, either way, you're going to have to promote your products. I want to introduce you to the products that have made me $14,711. And when I tracked that, that was over a 7 month period. That was over a 7 month period going live one time, over a 7 month period, barely uploading any content. That was over a 7 month period of creating training programs that I was able to create based upon the skills I learned in these e-learning programs. So I want to introduce you to, for those who are not completely aware of those programs, I am a part of the digital growth community. That is the opportunity my cousin introduced me to last September. September 16th is when she introduced me. I learned as much as I could. I went over my program. I set up my website. My website at that time cost $29. It was a done for you website. All I did was have to personalize it. I went in, I plugged in my name, I plugged in my website, I plugged in information about me. Everything else was done for me because I am not techie. Y'all do not have me now. I can create a beautiful website, but I'm doing it from a template. So I'm just tailorizing it and customizing it to my liking. But best believe someone else has coded that thing for me to get all the blocks and everything else, all the colors in place. I'm just customizing it. So that I can do, and I can do very well. But at coding, I know nothing about. I couldn't code if I had to save my life. Well, I probably could, but the Lord only knows what we come up with. Anyway, what I joined last September and actually launched October 3rd was my e-learning programs. These are e-learning programs that teach you digital marketing. In addition to teaching you digital marketing, we have free bonus options, offers, I'm sorry, in this program. Our lowest program is $100. For $100, you get the launch pad. So that teaches you how to launch your own online business. It teaches you how to do social media the right way, how to stop being a content creator or content consumer and to morph into being a content creator. So with that, you get, for the $100 investment, you get the launch pad. And as I said, it teaches you how to launch and grow your own online business. For the $300, that is the passive daily pay. It gives you the skills to hone into how you're able to implement strategies, implement proven, tested, tried, and proven strategies to generate daily pay. Now, you have a whole lot of buy in. You have to show up, you have to be consistent, and you follow a step by step blueprint. Whatever that blueprint is telling you to implement, you implement those strategies, and it will teach you how to earn daily pay. That is the $300 program. The digital mastery, that is $600. The digital mastery, that is literally teaching you, it's taking you the next level and teaching you how to navigate, how to successfully navigate this digital space. So, anything that resembles the digital space. So, of course, that's going to be social media. Of course, that is going to be content creation. It is going to teach you how to properly outreach, how to attract customers to you. Because we don't cold call. This is not multi level marketing. We don't have a inventory that we have to constantly purchase in order to make money. We have to spend money on products so that we can continue to generate money. That's not this. So once you learn how to navigate this digital space effectively, you are able to expand your business even more. And we get a whole lot of strategies. Like I said, everything is tested, it is tried, it is true, it is proven. Our founder does not share another strategy with us until she tests it to make sure once it's implemented, you continue to be successful. You just elevate more and more, but she's going to try everything she shares with us. The next one is our legacy builder. That is our top tier program. And in that, it teaches you additional strategies. It teaches you AI marketing, or AI strategies. It teaches you affiliate marketing. It teaches you how to build your own successful community. So let's just say you're interested in tutoring. If that is something you're interested in doing, and instead of trying to create a Facebook group that can be taken away, get in a more secure space. We use Skool, and that is Skool, in order to build our communities. I have my own communities that is called Bridges, Rise, and Restore. And we're dealing with just putting people in spaces to be healthy, happy, and whole mentally, physically, emotionally, and financially. We love on each other, we build each other up, and we drop little nuggets, not daily, but we drop little nuggets once when we're communicating to help each other. If someone has found a strategy to navigate a particular space, we drop that in the community and share it with everybody else, because we're all about connecting, building bridges, and lifting each other up. That is what we're about. So, in this $900 Legacy Builders program, it teaches you how to build your own community step by step, and how to generate additional recurring income within your community step by step. It teaches you serious strategies on affiliate marketing, how you can take a product that you already use, that you believe in, or a service, a product, good, or service that you already believe in. And it teaches you how to market that effectively. So you're now an affiliate marketer. If somebody uses your link, they use your testimony about this particular product, good, or service. They use what you've given them, and they take that and they purchase that product. You get commission. In Skool, once you are part of Skool, you get a 40% commission if you introduce that community to someone else and they purchase. You get a 40% lifetime commission as long as that particular community is open every single Friday. You will get a deposit once a month based upon the activity of that community. So, 4 times a week, you can be getting deposits based upon new communities you introduce to Skool. And again, that is Skool. System.io, that is the host we use for our website. It is completely free. You can create your store. I just chose Gumroad because it was much easier for me to set up. But within System.io, you can generate your entire business from a free website. And the bad thing is, if you don't own that domain, and you need to own that domain, if you don't own a domain, then whatever name you decide to call your business, it will have the extension of System.io at the end. But if you purchase your own domain, purchase your domain from GoDaddy. Right now it's 99 cents. You pay for it for 3 years, it's 99 cents for your first year. And I think I can't remember, so I'm not going to even quote a price. But GoDaddy, I know right now is running a 1 cent to 99 cents special to purchase your domain. You pay for it for 3 years. So your next 2 years, whatever that actual cost is, that's exactly what you will pay for GoDaddy. Purchase your domain. You connect all the dots in System.io. You set up your payment gateway. So however you're wanting to be paid, whether it's through PayPal, whether it's through Stripe, Cash App, however you're wanting to be paid, you can set up your payment gateway. All of this for free in System.io. So our plug and play website that we get when we purchase our program is now, it has increased. It is now $39. But and that is for the three of these. I'm sorry, the four of these. So for the 100, 300, 600, and $900 program, our website fee is now $39. If you go to the granddaddy of them all, the $1,400 product, and this product now gives you an opportunity to have 10 income streams, and you get this, all of this, you get these four programs in English and in Spanish. So, as I stated, this is a done for you digital product, an e learning program. You have master resale rights. You get 100% of the profit. This is not in an MLM. You don't have an upline, you don't have a downline. Whatever you put into it is exactly what you get out of it. So you have this e learning program. You create content to promote your programs, to promote your business. Consider this if you're thinking this is too much. Let's just say you're a Kroger shopper, and every Friday you wait on that Kroger ad, whether you actually get that tangible physical paper ad or you get, just like I do, you get the digital ad. How, why am I saying it's a digital ad? Because it is. You're getting that online. You don't have to download it, or you don't have to print it out. You can if you want to, but you get that digitally. Kroger can reach so many more people when they send you their email with their ad attached, as opposed to paying for an additional promotion, paying for their ads to be printed, paying for their ad to be distributed. If you have signed up for a Kroger email, you get their ad every Friday. So you know exactly what's on sale until the next Saturday. You know exactly what's on sale. That is digital advertising. That is using the digital marketing space. That's exactly what it is. So you've been using digital marketing if you have received any promotions, if you shop at Fashion Nova, if you shop at New York and Company, if you shop at Macy's, anytime you have subscribed to any promotion, they communicate with you via email. They communicate with you online. That is digital marketing. And know that their reach is so much bigger because they're promoting digitally, and it doesn't cost anything. Now, I don't know what brand they're using, I don't know what service they're using, but for us, in order to promote our products, it costs us nothing. We do not pay for advertising unless you choose to. And if you do, that's your thing. I'm not paid a dime for advertising. And again, halfway doing this program, halfway being engaged, halfway giving my heart and my head to this business, I made $14,711 in 7 months. That is given 2 to 3 hours to this business daily. And understand that doesn't have to be 2 solid hours. I got to get up earlier in the morning before I leave for my 9 to 5 so I can get in my 2 hours. Or when I come home at night, I can't just kind of unwind. I've got to give my 2 hours to this business. That's not how this works. You give your time in pockets throughout your day. Commit to working 2.5 to 3 hours a day, like I said, in pockets. So it does not have to be sit down, get your work done. When I say pockets, you can throw in 15 minutes here. If you've seen my content, if any of you are regular viewers and you've seen my content, I create content in the car. I was waiting in Chick-fil-A's line a couple of mornings ago, and I created two videos. They were short videos. I had something I wanted to say. I said it, I delivered it, I uploaded it to YouTube in Chick-fil-A line, waiting to order, then waiting to pick up my order, waiting to park, get my coffee right, and take on off to work. But I'm just saying, in pockets of your day. That is when you can get all of this up and running and going, and you don't have to stress out about getting your content created. I also batch create content. Last week, I think it was last week, I felt terrible. So I was so thankful that I batch created content and I could save them in drafts or save them and schedule them to be released. I didn't know I was going to feel bad, but I did. So I was thankful that I already created my content because since October 28th of this year, my drive really kicked in. I became determined. I said, I'm not turning around. I'm not going to allow anything to shift me from where I am because this is my only option. I've made money. I've seen witnesses from our community who are now 6 and 7 figure earners because of this program. So I'm not telling you something that is a supposition or a wonderment. It works. What we have, it works. You not only have these e-learning programs to sell, it is the skill set you learn. I was able to create 29 trainings and in less than 30 days, legitimately less than 30 days, I earned $10,000. Was I burnout? Yes. Was I unbelievably tired? Yes. Did that action cause me to quit this business for 5 months? Yes, it did, because I literally burnt myself out. I did not. Now, the goal was not to earn 10K in 30 days. My goal was to see what I can do. My initial goal was to introduce people. I rode through town and where I live and where I work, excuse me, and got names of companies off of billboards. I called these people or I emailed them and told them about digital marketing, told them about our e learning programs, told them how beneficial this could be to their staff were they interested in using this to promote their business. And out of all the people I called, 29 were interested. And I called a lot of them, I really did. 29 were interested in what I was selling, but they were not interested in purchasing the $900 program. What they were interested in was learning the skills. So I created trainings, 2.5 hour trainings for these individual businesses, and they were in there was an esthetician, a chiropractor, multiple insurance agents, multiple real estate agents, um, a recreational business. I'm trying to remember. I have to go back and look at a caterer, a baker, um, the people who deliver their meals, they pack and they deliver their meals. Those were the people who were interested in my skills. And how did I find them? I rode through town coming home and wrote down names that I saw on billboards. That's it. And they were literally interested in learning the skills that I could teach them in order to expand their reach for their customer base. And I will tell you one other thing that we learned, and I think we learned this in the $300 program. No, in the $100 program. And that's the copy and paste free ads. Like I said, we don't pay for any advertising at all, but we do learn how to take advantage of classified ads. And the way we do that is we find um, websites that promote classified ads or that are classified ads websites. And we go on and we literally create ads for our business. We can determine specifically the location and the categories of where we want our ads to go to. That is something else we learned. And like I said, in the $100 program. So when you, even if you start off as a true beginner and you start off with the $100 program, to see if this is something you're even capable of doing or you're interested in doing, because I'm sure you're well able to do it. I know you're capable of doing it. It's just Hold on, people. Hmm. It's just a matter of making the decision to do it. So if you're interested in expanding your opportunities, that $100 program will not only introduce you to the digital growth community where we get training, live interactive training. We have a community that is there to support and serve you. If you have questions or concerns, you just pop it in, ask your question. You will get a ton of responses. Again, our community is about building each other up. 57,000 plus strong. If this didn't work, we certainly would not have that number of people doing it. And if you're asking, oh, or if you're wondering, oh my goodness, it's going to be flooded. No, there are, I can't even remember, but billions of people currently on the internet. There are 57,000 of us with this program. We couldn't reach everybody if we tried, but the situation is there's an opportunity for those people to be reached. So if you take advantage of just jumping in, like I said, even at the $100 level, and know that we have payment plans available. So, regardless of where you fall with wanting to join our community, payment plans are available. I learned a couple of weeks ago. I used to just say that payment plans are available within the US for sure, and possibly wherever you're located. That's no longer the case. I have been told that PayPal now has a payment plan. So when I joined at the $900 level, I joined using a payment plan. Before my second payment was due, I'd already earned every bit of my investment back. I had a customer from the Netherlands. Here I am, excuse me, in the US, and I had a customer in the Netherlands. So within 11 days after I launched my business, I had earned my full investment back. That is the opportunity we have with this program. And I'm sharing this with you today because I do want to focus more on what we are offering, even though I have a huge focus on you creating your digital products. The reason I'm sharing this is that 574 was the most, that is the most I've made with my digital products. It just happened to all come in over a weekend. But with these programs and with this skill set, $14,711 in 7 months. And that is not giving full effort to this program. So, wanted to share with you how you're able to generate additional income that you solely control, income not tied to a boss or a job, income that you can generate while you live your life. If you are into spending a lot of time with your family, this is not trading time for dollars. I say that because you don't have to physically be present in order to generate any of this income. It is 100% generated digitally. Now, for the trainings that I created, two of them I did show up in person. The other 27, they were done online. That is active income. I literally had to show up in order to earn that fee. But with all of these, you promote it, you speak about it on whatever platform you choose. Every platform works. So if that's here on YouTube, TikTok, LinkedIn, Pinterest, um, Facebook, Instagram, any other, all I just mentioned a lot. All of the platforms work. All you have to do is show up consistently, be committed, show up, get your training, show up for any of our live and interactive trainings because we also have breakout sessions where you're able to ask your questions. And our founder will stay on as long as there are questions needing to be answered. So you get that live interactive training, and then all of the trainings that have been that have taken place, we have recordings. So you're able to go back and look at them at your convenience, even if you did not show up for them. So just wanted to get on today to really focus on how you can earn a lot more than I was able to earn with my digital products that I created, how I'm able to earn so much more for the with the products that were created for me. Woo, and I'm struggling with a throat this morning. Excuse me again. But again, sharing these products with you. If you're interested in learning more, go to makemoneyyoucontrol.com, drop your email. You will immediately, or maybe within 5 minutes, get an email from me introducing you to the program. Of course, that email contains my email address. So if you have questions, I also have clips of our community members with their testimonials. You will also find that on our website. You will find that on my website. Just leave your email. You will get an email from me, and it will take you through our community. It not our community, but it will take you through or introduce you to others within our community who have been able to implement these programs, our skills, and how it's changed their lives. Again, makemoneyyoucontrol.com. Drop your email. You'll get an email from me. As a matter of fact, you will get multiple emails from me introducing you to this program and just taking you on a deeper dive into exactly what this is we offer. And I guarantee you, if you watch those emails, 90% of whatever question you have will be answered. Watch the emails, go throughout the pages that you receive, watch the videos, and 90% of your questions will be answered. If you have additional questions, I am happy to answer anything I'm able to answer. So if you have additional questions, or if you want to see the testimonials that I've condensed, because some of those get a little long, if you want to see the testimonials that I've condensed, email me back and tell me you would like an update on the testimonials. I will gladly send you so you can get clarity and you can literally see exactly what it looks like to be a part of this community, how it can change your life, how it can change the lives of your family, how you can truly leave that legacy that you will be proud of. I thank you for joining me today. For anyone who will watch this after it's processed and uploaded and doing its thing, I thank you for your attention. If you have any questions, visit my website or drop a question in one of my posts, and I will gladly respond and just connect with you however I'm able. Y'all take care. Be good. Go with God. Let Him lead you, teach you, guide you, and keep you in Jesus' name. Y'all be blessed. I appreciate your time and your attention. Get with me if you are ready to make a difference in your life financially. And then again, I mentioned Rise and Restore. That is where we love on you mentally, physically, emotionally, and financially. Visit Rise and Restore. The link is in my description. Y'all take care.